Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that noon hour weather forecast. Today will continue to be sunny with a high temperature near 84 degrees. Winds will be out of the south at around 6 miles per hour. Sky should be clear tonight, low temperature around 56. We'll have a light southeasterly wind tonight. Then tomorrow, skies are forecasted to be sunny with a high near 85. Southerly winds continue tomorrow 3 to 8 miles per hour. Then tomorrow night, we'll have clear skies, low temperature around 56. Those southerly winds are going to stay with us tomorrow night at about 6 miles per hour. Those winds will be out of the southwest on Sunday, 5 to 8 miles per hour. They'll become northwesterly during Sunday afternoon. We'll be sunny with a high near 80 degrees. Then Sunday night, we'll be clear. We're going to cool down a lot as we'll have a low Sunday night near 46 degrees. Then Monday, cooler with sunny skies and a high near 71. Monday night will be a little cooler yet with a low around 42 and clear skies. Then Tuesday, sunny with a high temperature near 72. We expect clear skies Tuesday night with a low temperature around 45. Then Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 74. Wednesday night should be clear with a low temperature around 47. And Thursday will be sunny on Thursday with a high temperature near 76 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. In 2018, China, the world's largest producer of pork, experienced an outbreak of African swine fever that spread like wildfire throughout that country, decimating the hog herd before spreading into neighboring countries. It was then that the world really started paying attention to ASF. In 2021, Haiti and the Dominican Republic confirmed the first outbreaks in the Americas in nearly 4 decades. There's never been a known case in the U.S., and we need to do everything we can to keep it that way. There's currently no treatment or effective vaccine for this highly contagious and deadly viral disease that affects both domestic and feral swine of all ages. The National Pork Board has estimated that an outbreak of ASF in the U.S. could cost our pork industry as much as $8 billion a year. Humans are not susceptible to the virus, and it's not a food safety concern, but the economic repercussions of an outbreak could be devastating. I've had the opportunity to travel to several countries covering agriculture for farmers in the United States. One of the most frustrating things that's happened to me when returning home is the lack of screening after I had indicated on my customs declaration form that I had been on a farm in another country. Even more frustrating is when farmers trying to save themselves the hassle of further screening do not claim to have been on a farm. According to USDA, some animal diseases can survive and remain infectious for up to a week on your clothes, shoes, and other items. The disease, which may not affect people, can also be carried on skin, hair, under your fingernails, and even in your nasal passages. All it takes is one person carrying the virus to destroy animal agriculture in this country. Don't be that guy. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri.
The range of black vultures have generally been in the southern part of the United States, but as their range has expanded into Missouri, the number of conflicts has been increasing over time.
Mitigation efforts are available through the USDA.
One of the main tools that we use is a black vulture effigy, and we have those on hand. If you have a pasture where you're calving, we can hang a couple of these up around the edges of the pastures, and that'll scare those birds off. We bring pyrotechnics and other tools to harass vultures off the site. Lasers can work very well. We also carry all the permits to do lethal removals if necessary. If you have a calf that was deceased and you don't know what caused it, or you suspect that it could have been a black vulture that killed that, we can come out on site and provide a necropsy free of charge. The funding for that work is provided through the Missouri State Legislature to the Department of Agriculture, no cost to the landowner.
Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
Hi, I'm Chris Kerber. And I'm Joey Vitale. We invite you to be our guest this season as we bring you the exciting play-by-play action of the St. Louis Blues.
We'll tell you about every big save, bone-crushing hit, and every game-winning goal on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO in Salem, Missouri.
Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
Direct cash cattle trade is underway, and cash hogs were not reported at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. A light round of direct cash cattle trade is underway. Live deals in the South are at $186. That's $1 higher than the previous week's weighted averages. Dress business in the North has been quiet, and a few bids have surfaced at $294. Asking prices are firm at $187 live in the South and $300 dressed in the North. We'll find out if playing the waiting game is worth it once more trade develops. Box beef is sharply higher at midday with good demand for moderate offerings. Choice up $256 at $302.36. Select up $385 at $287.14. At the Mitchell Livestock Market in South Dakota, light steers sold with a higher undertone. Heavy steers were higher. There was a lower undertone noted for light heifers, and heifers 900 to 950 pounds are $3 higher. The USDA says there weren't a lot of lightweight calves offered. Most heavy feeders were in large load lots and brought top dollar. Demand was good. Medium and large one feeder steers, 873 pounds, brought $236. Large ones, 1,150 to 1,191 pounds, brought $208 to $218.85. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 903 to 934 pounds, brought $214.25 to $228.75. Cash hog prices were not reported at midday, with just a handful of negotiated purchases. Processors were pretty aggressive in their procurement efforts through midweek, and they likely have needed numbers on hand, which could lead to a lackluster day of business to end the week. The 5-day rolling average for bears and gilts at the National Daily Direct is $77.21. The Iowa Minnesota's 5-day rolling average is $78.25, and it's $77.99 at the Western Corn Belt. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at midday at $55 and $51. At Illinois, slaughter-sow prices were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $56 to $68. Barrows and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $45 to $55. Boars range from $20 to $30 and $15 to $25. Pork values were lower at midday, down 77 cents at $94.03. Hams are sharply lower. Picnics, butts, and bellies were lower. Loins and ribs were higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Farm Bureau offers depredation permits.
Our permit is only eligible for livestock producers. We will ask if they haven't lost any livestock, if they've experienced harassment from the black-headed vulture. We also ask estimated number of black-headed vultures they've seen within 5 miles of their property. As soon as the application is turned in to us at Missouri Farm Bureau, we work really hard to try to get an approval letter. As soon as the producer receives permit approval from us, which would be in the form of a letter, the producer is approved to shoot. Employees of an operation, spouse, kids, sons and daughters are eligible to be on the permit as well, and they're eligible to shoot. Permit is limited to just 5 takes per operation, but I would ask that, if a producer is interested, we'll get you an application as quickly as possible.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Larry Dean Welch, age 64, of Salem, passed away Saturday, September 28th. Funeral services for Larry Welch will be Saturday morning at 10 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Larry Welch will be this evening, starting at 5 this afternoon and continue until 8 this evening at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Burial will be in the Round Pond Cemetery. Memorials may be made to the Round Pond Cemetery Fund. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Larry Dean Welch of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Dennis Lee Langford, aged 82, of Salem, passed away Saturday, September 28th. A private family gathering will be held at a later date. And all arrangements for Dennis Lee Langford of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County Commissioners met for their regular meeting Thursday morning in the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray was not in attendance, and District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk gave his report. He said rock would be added and grading done on Dent County roads 5110 and 5410 in District 1, while rock would be added and grading done on County roads 4280 in District 2. He also stated grading will be done on County Roads 2580 and 2610, while new blades will be put on grader number 37. He also indicated that a mechanic from MAC was doing diagnostic testing and working on 2 trucks. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said that there has been concern and questions over the ballot language for the County of Dent Senior Homestead Property Tax Credit question on this year's ballot. Larson said the ballot language was prepared by legal counsel and not the commission, and all numbers presented are estimates that were provided by the collector. Dent County Deputy Clerk Melissa Pyatt said excused absentee voting continues at the courthouse. At 10 o'clock, bids were opened for the repair work to the courthouse roof and judicial building screens. The county received only one bid, and that was from Trainer & Sons for a cost of $18,209.96. The county unanimously approved the bid. The next meeting of the commission will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. The citywide yard sale is tomorrow, and copies of the maps are available at area convenience stores and at the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce. Maps were also printed in the Salem News. Spaces might still be available on the parking lot at the City Administration Building at 4th and Orange Streets, but you'll have to stop by there because today is the last day you can reserve those spaces if there are any remaining. Stop by and reserve those spaces if there are any remaining, as there is a charge. And if you need more information, call the City of Salem, 573-729-4811. The Missouri State Highway Patrol would like to make the public aware of a telephone scam. In the past month, some incidents have been reported across the state. In each case, a suspect contacted an individual associated with someone who was involved in a motor vehicle crash, identified themselves as the investigating trooper, and attempted to solicit money from the victim. The suspect may intimidate the victim with false claims of impending or non-existent court charges or proceedings. The public should understand patrol employees will not contact individuals and solicit funds or demand any form of payment. Furthermore, the patrol employees do not process bonds or accept money to prevent or dispose of charges. If a person asks you to send your money anywhere, you should assume it's a scam. Take your time verifying the information by calling phone numbers you locate yourself on verified websites. You should not confirm any identifying information about yourself to the scammer. If you or someone you know has been contacted in a similar manner, please report the incident to the Troop I headquarters in Rolla at 573-368-2345. Well, fall has arrived, which means deer and other wild animals are on the move as temperatures cool and nights become longer. Most deer strikes with vehicles occur during October and November between the hours of 6 and 7 in the morning and 6 and 9 during the evening. The Missouri Department of Transportation reminds motorists to be prepared for the sudden appearance of wild animals on Missouri roadways throughout the fall months. Missouri Department of Conservation deer biologist Jason Isbell says that deer increase their movements during the breeding season, which begins in October and peaks in mid-November, and because of this, motorists should be especially cautious when driving this time of year. In 2023, Missouri drivers experienced 3,591 crashes involving deer, resulting in 4 fatalities and 420 people being injured. One deer strike occurred approximately every 2 hours and 30 minutes in the state. Rural areas are not the only places where the vehicle strikes occur. Deer are often in groups, even in populated areas. Some tips to keep in mind include staying on guard after a close call or when you see a single deer as there likely are more. Drivers should watch for the reflection of deer eyes from vehicle headlights and slow down so you can more easily react to their presence. Never swerve to avoid the animals in the road, as it can cause loss of vehicle control, resulting in serious injury or death. According to Missouri law, an individual who has struck and killed a deer with their vehicle may claim the deer carcass if written authorization to possess the deer is granted by an MDC agent. The wildlife disposition form is free, but MDC must be contacted to obtain the permit. The Power of Hope Equestrian Center will have its annual charity barn dance tomorrow, October 5th, at the Power of Hope Barn located number 3, Farmhouse Lane, Steelville. The doors will open at 4 o'clock and the band will start playing at 7. This year's barn dance will feature live music by Missouri's Most Wanted Outlaw Band and catered food by 1949 Junction. There will be a silent auction as well as a reverse auction with fantastic items for grabs. The event will feature guest speakers and testimonials from participants whose lives have been transformed by the Power of Hope programs. Dinner and band tickets are $50, while band-only tickets are $25. Tickets can be purchased at powerofhopeec.com under the Events and Barn Dance pages. All proceeds from the event will directly support programs that continue the life-changing equine therapy for children, adults, veterans, and first responders. Funds raised will allow participants to benefit from the therapeutic power of working with the program's horses in a safe and healing environment. For more information, call 573-259-5597. Sleep in Heavenly Peace is an international nonprofit 501c3 organization that builds, assembles, and delivers new beds to children in need who do not have a bed. Anyone can apply for the child on the shpbeds.org website. Would you like to join their team of volunteers? You're invited to attend the next Salem and Dent County meeting of Sleep in Heavenly Peace Monday afternoon, October 7th at 5:30 in the evening at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. The Rolla chapter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace is already helping to provide new beds to children in need in our Salem community, and efforts are underway to start a Dent County chapter. If you'd like more information about Sleep in Heavenly Peace, contact Patty at 703-964-6495. You can also email Patty at patti.mckeown, MCKEOWN at shpbeds.org. That's patti.mckeown at shpbeds.org. Missouri is a home to more than 900 black bears, and their numbers are growing. Many Missourians find these fur bearers fascinating and have many questions about them. Are all black bears black? Do bears really hibernate? Or do bears spend the winter? What can bear scat show about diet and other things? What's the biggest bear recorded in Missouri? Why is a fed bear a dead bear? How can people and communities be bear aware? Why is fall a prime time for people and bears to encounter each other out in the woods or on the roads? Get answers to these and other questions through the Missouri Department of Conservation's upcoming Wild webcast on black bears in Missouri and how to be bear aware. That's coming up Wednesday, October 3rd from noon to 1. MDC black bear biologist Nate Bowersock will share interesting information and fascinating facts about black bears in Missouri, along with plenty of pictures. He will also answer viewers' questions as time permits. Check MDC website for how to register in advance for the MDC Wild webcast on black bears in Missouri and how to be bear aware webcast live at noon on October 30th. University of Missouri Extension's website lists numerous apps to help in decision-making on the farm. MU Extension Agriculture Engineer Specialist Charles Ellis says these apps can help you make objective decisions to better manage your crops and livestock. By entering the information from your farm, you can get answers specific to your operation. MU Extension has a large list of helpful apps on their website, extension.missouri.edu. Another comprehensive app website is Ag PhD. It contains a planting population calculator, spray tip guides, and apps on fertilizer removal and corn and soybean diseases, among others. Find it at agphd.com/agphd mobile apps. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem campus, contact Michigan Counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
It's that time of year again for the 61st Annual Rose Highland Trout Derby to be held at Montauk State Park, October 4th through October the 6th. On Friday, a cruise and car show will begin at 3 p.m. The Derby fishing hours will be on Saturday from 7:30 in the morning till 6:30 in the evening, and on Sunday from 7:30 in the morning till 11:30 in the morning. Also on Saturday, it'll be kids' activities from 11 till 3. Live entertainment begins at 5 and goes on till 8:30. And on Sunday, the prizes will be awarded starting at noon. For more information, check them out on Facebook at Montauk Lodge. All the proceeds benefit the American Heart Association. This ad paid for by the Denton County Tourism Tax Committee. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Town Screen in Salem.
Hey, it's Fitz, the guy who plays the hits from the Country Top 40, inviting you to join me as we count them down together to see if Luke Combs is going to stay at number one for the second week in a row with Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. We'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
K&H Auto Supply in Salem has these specials. Superstart 8-gauge 12-foot booster cables for $29.99. A Slime tire inflator for $69.99. And a Sylvania 4-output wire harness $29.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Stay tuned to KSMO. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. Then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back to bring you our latest KSMO weather forecast.
It's officially home buying season and the market is heating up. Buying a home is a huge decision and where to get your home loan is just as important. Don't buy your home without checking into Riverways Federal Credit Union's great rates and service. Riverways is not for profit and has more ways to say yes, and you can apply in less than 5 minutes. Need a pre-approval to help seal the deal? We've got you covered. Get started at Riverways FCU today. Riverways Federal Credit Union, located in Rolla, Salem, and Cuba.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers played the Thayer Lady Bobcats yesterday. JV lost their game 2-0, and the varsity lost in a close one 3-2. The Salem JV Lady Volleyball Tigers will be in action over the weekend as they'll attend the Potosi JV tournament. At the time of this publication, the start times have not yet been determined. For more information, visit potosiathletics.org. Salem will be hosting Bunker next Monday, October 7th for senior night. The varsity match will be played first, starting at 5:30 with JV to follow. The 8th grade Lady Basketball Tigers defeated Viburnum last night 48-6. The 7th and 8th grade Lady Tiger basketball teams will host the Bourbon Lady Warhawks tonight with tip-off of the first game at 5:30. The 7th and 8th grade Salem football Tigers each won their games versus Kabul Junior. 7th grade won 52-0, and the 8th grade won by a score of 38-0. The Salem varsity football Tigers will travel to Willow Springs tonight to face the Bears. Salem is looking for their first win versus the 2-3 Bears. You can listen to this game live on KSMO Radio 1340 AM or on 95.7 FM. You can also watch the game live on KSMO Media with the pregame starting around 6:40 and kickoff at 7 o'clock. Kansas City Royals will continue their postseason run versus the Yankees tomorrow at 5:38. You can watch this game on TBS or Sling TV. Fees may apply. St. Louis Blues faced off against the Dallas Stars yesterday in preseason action. The Blues would win it in overtime 4-3. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs placed Rashee Rice on injured reserve, meaning he'll miss at least the next 4 games. Rice is leading the team with 24 catches and 288 yards. He also has 2 touchdowns. Defensive end Mike Dana, running back Kareem Hunt, and wide receiver McCole Hardman were limited during yesterday's practice. The Chiefs getting ready for the Saints on Monday night. They're 4-0, but they have a lot to clean up, and Andy Reid agrees.
Getting rid of the penalties and those self-inflicted wounds, turnovers, penalties. I've got to make sure that I'm putting the guys in the right position to do the right thing.
The Royals are set to begin the American League Division Series tomorrow evening. Game 1 at New York, taking on the Yankees. It will be Michael Wacha going up against Garrett Cole, a brilliant free agent pickup for the Royals. Wacha was 13-8 with 29 starts and an ERA of 3.35. And in the American League Wild Card Series, leader Bobby Witt Jr. did not let the spotlight affect him. He drove in the game-winning run in each game.
With this team, you could just feel it, how special it was, and just how guys just really came together, and our ultimate goal was to win. And so the stats come as they go.
5:38 the first pitch tomorrow. The Blues blew a 2-goal lead with under 10 minutes left. Jordan Kyrou scored in overtime, a 4-3 win for the Stars. They are now 2-4 in exhibition play. Coach Drew Bannister.
We played well. We were competitive. We worked for each other. There was a lot of good things in that game that I think we can take of, that we can build on.
Thousands of Texas A&M fans will be at the stadium tonight to practice their cheers and yelling as the 12th man in college football. Kyle Field will be rocking. Mizzou quarterback Brady Cook says it will not match what he has to hear in practice.
You know, in my opinion, the noise at practice is actually louder. You know, they put these big speakers, pretty much 2 feet right behind me. And I mean, you can't hear anything. It's loud.
11 a.m. kick tomorrow for Mizzou. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Missouri politicians banned abortion, and the consequences are devastating. From couples facing pregnancy complications, to survivors of rape or incest, to women suffering from miscarriages, and doctors who can't give patients the care they need. The abortion ban hurts people in their toughest times. This isn't who we are. Vote yes on Amendment 3 to give us, not politicians, the freedom to make our own decisions. Paid for by Missourians for Constitutional Freedom.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams. Each year, millions of animals are abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. Organizations like American Humane are working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, as animals can be trained as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help veterans, the elderly, and children with special needs to overcome the obstacles of everyday life. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Hi, I'm Doug Barnes from the Town & Country Bank. What does the farm mean to you? Maybe it means a weekend getaway for camping or hunting, or it's the life as a farmer. Maybe you want to build a dream home with a view. No matter what the farm means to you, Town & Country Bank can make it happen with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 412144.
M-I-Z. Being chased to the backside, hit sack. S. Who else but LB3? T. To the house from 77. P. We put our fist up. We said we're not giving in. We got an elite edge, and we're not going to be denied.
Join us Saturday. Mizzou hits the road to take aim at Texas A&M. Our coverage begins at 9 a.m. on your home for Mizzou football. The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Agro-America is your premier channel for agricultural news and entertainment. Agro-America's online broadcast is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ensuring farmers and ranchers have uninterrupted access to ag weather, commodity markets, and top industry news. Listeners may also enjoy country music from generations past and present in between farm programs and during the evening hours. Tune into Agro-America's streaming channel at agroamerica.com.
Navigating healthcare can be tricky, but you don't have to do it alone. The Navigator Project is here to help Missourians every step of the way. We provide free, personalized assistance with enrollment in the healthcare marketplace. We'll guide you through your options, help find the right plan, and get the coverage you need. Go to ma4web.org and select the Services tab to find a navigator. Brought to you by the Missouri Association of Area Agencies on Aging.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. A law enforcement sting involving a fake Missouri woman has cost a physical therapist from the state of California federal prison time. 47-year-old Esteban Manali was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison without parole for distributing child pornography. Shipping delays and increased prices could be in store for Missourians because of the strike involving dock workers. About 45,000 dock workers along the east and Gulf coasts are demanding less automation and higher wages. West Central Missouri Congressman Mark Alford tells Missouri Net that the Biden administration is to blame.
Had Joe Biden, had Pete Buttigieg gotten involved earlier on and tried to reach a negotiated settlement between the two sides, this never would have happened. And if this goes on for several weeks, this is going to make COVID look like a cakewalk.
The White House says it won't force dock workers to return to work and insists that shipment delays will be minimal for now. And Missouri U.S. Senator Eric Schmidt visited the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency's arsenal this week to see construction progress on the future St. Louis campus. This is Missouri Net.
Not all people are the same. And yet, when we visit the doctor, our treatments don't look that different.